Hey, I'm JD Frost, and this is the Accountability Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you haven't already, go subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can see more episodes and know when new episodes are coming out. Today, we are talking, this is episode 9. We are talking about check spread templates. So in the prior episodes, we've been talking about forming your entity, creating a bank account, and now that you have a bank account with all this information in there, you've got to be able to organize it. And in each one of these episodes, we are covering the what, the why, the how, and then we also have different client examples, specific client examples, or we have a live caller or participant in the episode to talk about this part of their business. So if you're interested in getting some one-on-one coaching on this, I would love for you to participate as well. So the what of check spreads. What is a check spread? You might have heard this term before. You might not. Meg, have you heard this term before? I have not. No. Okay. So check spread templates are basically a spread of all of your activity in your bank account. This is what you need to use in order to organize all of the activity, the transactions, into revenue and expense columns. So a check spread, we're going to have a template of this below. You'll be able to click on the template, right? And you can create your own check spread for your business. And like, why in the world would you want this? The main reason is just to stay organized, to be able to have this information. But a check spread is very simple. It's an Excel spreadsheet that tracks the date in which the transaction occurred, the description of what the transaction was, whether or not it is a revenue or an expense item. And if it is an expense item in a very simple business, and as you're starting out your business, it's pretty straightforward. You have revenue, you have expenses. The revenue most likely would go into one category just called revenue. That's all it would be. No matter what your business is called, that would be what that line is. And then the rest of it would be expenses. And those expenses could be broken down into many different categories. And on this template, we have like an example of all the different categories that you could have for a pretty, basic business that we would be categorizing those expenses into. And as you go throughout the year, what is really cool is you're going to be tracking the balance of that bank account with each transaction. So as you have revenue, transactions, that bank account's going to increase. As you have expense transactions, that balance is going to decrease. And in this template, the balance goes up and down as you are recording those specific transactions and putting them in the right columns. So a check spread is going to provide you a way to build your own income statement and balance sheet without having to use QuickBooks. Most of our clients, and I'm sure you have as well if you started a business, you started your business, got a bank account, and then said, okay, I need to sign up with QuickBooks. Well, you don't necessarily have to do that. That's why we're talking about check spreads on the Accountability Show. It's not necessary that you go get an accounting system that you really don't understand how to use immediately. You can literally run your business from this check spread template. You can create invoices inside of Excel. So when you're starting out on your business, this is the easiest way for you to truly understand the transactions in your business. And the thing that's also important about this is this allows you to understand those transactions, know how to record them, understand the actual accounting because you're doing it by hand to begin with. Then you will understand what QuickBooks is actually doing whenever you start to use an accounting system. And the only reason that you need to have an accounting system really is the number of transactions that are occurring and the depth of those transactions. By depth, I mean the categories in which you want to record your revenue or your expenses. So this check spread template is going to keep it very plain and simple about how to record transactions. Down at the bottom of the template, there is a place for your balance sheet and your income statement, and this aligns with the balance sheet and income statement accounts that are all the way across the top of it. So when you're recording a transaction for $100 and it was for a bank fee, then you're going to track all the way across, put the date of that transaction, put the description of it, which is a bank fee, then you're going to record that $100 transaction in the bank fee column. Yeah, column, not row. And when you do that, then it's going to add up that whole column and then put that into the income statement as a bank fee expense. So check spread templates are very important for your business. They are going to help you record the transactions, organize the transactions, and maintain a running record of all of your expenses and income items, balance sheet items from month to month while you're recording those expenses and those transactions through your bank account. So you're going to start an entity like we talked about in the first 4 episodes. We're starting our entity. In the next 4 episodes, we talked about the bank accounts. What, why, how do you form a bank account? What's so important about those? And now that we have the bank account formed, we're talking to you about how to create and organize an income statement and a balance sheet in a simple form without using some fancy thing called QuickBooks or any other accounting software. These check spread templates are those tools that we have to use in order to organize your expenses. So it's very important to understand these transactions. And what this also does is it allows you to see how each transaction affects the income statement or the balance sheet through using this template. It's not completely automated, but I believe if you've worked in Excel before, you'll understand it. If you don't, please go in, look at this template. Let us know, comment below about what is working in the template, what isn't. What are you confused about? What makes sense? And then we can improve the template and send it to you again so you can use it in your business. If you have any other questions regarding the check spread template, please let me know. Please put those below as well. And tune in to the next episode of The Accountability Show, where we are showing you ways to create a firm accounting foundation in your business. Hope you have a good week.